Aloha everybody and welcome to part 3 of Mr. Mosquito. In the last part we took out Kenichi really quickly and we got ourselves a nice pink color scheme for doing so. The hearts in his eyes are not the color scheme though, they're from the stage we're about to play. Oy.
This time you are in the bathroom. Rena is taking a bath and so her blood circulation is good. She hasn't got any bug repellent sprayed on, and so this is an incredibly good blood-sucking opportunity for you. There is something that you should be careful of. If you suck too much blood, you will become heavier, and so flying will become more difficult.
Rena, it's time for your bath.
I'm in the middle of watching something cool on TV. I'll take it later.
Do you mind if your father gets in before you?
Be right there.
Rena. Ichi.
This feels so good.
Welcome to stage 4, ladies and gentlemen. In this mission we have to suck blood from a woman who is naked in a bathtub right now.
Who is it?
And it's not the mother of the Yamada family, it is the daughter.
Oh well.
It is Rena. In the instruction manual, Rena's age is specified as being 17 years old. Now, Mr. Mosquito, it's a pretty charming game, you know, it's just about a cartoony mosquito sucking blood. There's no violence, there's no swearing, and yet this game is rated T for teen. Not acceptable for kids, only teenagers and above. I think this mission has something to do with that. I mean, we have an underage high school student naked in a bathtub, and we have to suck blood from her. And the point where we get blood from just happens to be on her chest, above her breasts. And there's a little bit of cleavage showing. Oh god, there's a lot of cleavage. Oh god. Look, we're a mosquito, okay? There's nothing sexual going on here. There's no weird sexual thing at all. We're a mosquito!
Would you like some more? Bliss!
Again, we're just sucking blood. Nothing sexual here at all. Oh god! Don't moan like that! Oh god! Could the camera angle change? Thank you! Oh god! Oh. The good news is, when she goes into battle mode, she doesn't get out of the tub. She stays there. So, and then she just uses the water spray to spray water at you, but you still gotta get back in there to get blood, and oh my god, she's 17, you know, look, there is nothing perverted about this video. I am not creepy. I'm a good person. Look, we're a mosquito, okay? We just want to stick our tiny little prick into this 17-year-old girl. I mean, and suck blood! That's the important thing, okay? We are trying to suck blood from her because we're an insect. Oh, God. This has gone too far. I've gone too far in a few places. If I'm to talk about the gameplay, you'll notice in the top right there is a time limit, and that means eventually after 1 minute and 30 seconds is gone, Rena will get out of the bathtub, and then our opportunity to get blood is going to be gone. So but the thing is, the time limit doesn't actually count when you're sucking the 17-year-old naked girl off. Oh god. Time does not count when you're sucking. It's just time stops completely. So the time limit isn't really that big of an issue when you realize that as you're sucking, time ceases. I guess the mosquito performs chaos control while he's sucking off of a 17-year-old girl's breasts. Well, not quite the breasts, it's a little higher, but, you know, you just feel like if the water... oh god, this is uncomfortable. There are 2 X-Tanks in this level, and that's what I'm filling up for. The one little detail I like about this game, I like that the Mosquito gets fatter and fatter the more you suck blood. I like that he becomes a lot more like a balloon as it goes on and on, but, Can this mission end now?
I'm so bored.
This is a fun, happy kitty game, I promise. Oh god, get out of there!
Time to get out of the bath.
Hot water making you lightheaded?
So that was an experience. For defeating her in battle, we got the red color, and that's actually my preferred color, and I'm going to be staying this way for the rest of the game.
Kaneo is preparing dinner in the kitchen. All of the family have been bitten by you now, so she has lit a mosquito coil. Do not go too close to the fumes from the mosquito coil.
That's strange.
What is?
Something's not right. Why am I getting mosquito bites?
You are surely bitten outside. It's summer after all, and you have been coming home late, haven't you?
What? Have you been breaking your curfew? You promised that you'd come home on time when we negotiate your pocket money increase.
But no one has to come home at 5 nowadays.
When I was young.
Okay, I get it.
I don't see the harm in making it a little later.
Kane!
I've had enough of all this. I think that there is a mosquito in the house.
Go and buy some insecticide, Kaneo, and make sure it works.
No way that you could go and buy some yourself?
Mom, weren't you going to cook dinner now? I'd like to eat potato cakes tonight.
Really? Well, let's have potato cakes for dinner then.
That's great! But Mom, I'm not sure about the way you make them.
What are you saying? There's nothing wrong with the way that I make them.
Well, okay. I'm gonna light a mosquito coil in the kitchen.
What? Typical.
I would give that performance a 10 out of 10. What, doesn't your mother do front flips every time she cooks dinner? Come on, that happens in every person's household. So, there are mosquito coils. Getting into the line of fire of a mosquito coil can actually shave off a lot of health because it ends up bouncing the mosquito higher and higher and higher until it eventually keeps whittling their health down. So, you know, be careful of the mosquito coils. So I'm deciding to fly into the microwave right now, and now this bonus minigame happens. And this bonus minigame has a great payoff, so there's a good reason to come into this microwave. I have to collect every single heart ring in under 13 seconds right now, and once I do, I'll get a special bonus. But I gotta warn you guys, this can be lethal. If you don't get out of there in 2, 1...
That's right.
Oh god. We got fried. We're dead. So let's try that again. Again, if you want to save yourself, you can always get out of the microwave before the timer goes out. But again, you know, you'll just restart the level. This game doesn't have a live system. If you die, you just retry the level over and over and over again until you get it right. But take advantage of the right analog stick. That always helps. Always aim where you want to go and then fly to where you want to go. You know? I find that a hell of a lot easier, and I had 2 seconds to spare, but the reward is so good. When you get all the heart rings in the microwave, you get over 100 heart rings. And as I mentioned before, 50 heart rings gets you an extra heart. So I got an extra heart in the bathtub level. I don't know if you noticed, beyond all the awkwardness. And by doing the microwave mission, I got another 100. So I now have 6 hearts to my name, no longer 3. And this will help me so much in the later levels when I have to take on some much bigger threats.
It's smoky.
Behind the stove, though, here we have an apple.
That's right.
I don't know how it got here. I don't know why it's so small. But, you know, with this game, I'm done questioning why. It is quirky. It is Japan. Japan, they don't give a shit. Japan don't give a shit. And here's the X-Tank underneath this pot. So X-Tanks, you don't actually have to fill in X-Tanks as soon as you get them. You can actually save them for a future level. Like, I can choose to keep sucking one area of blood and fill up that X-Tank, but in reality, I can actually save it for a future level as soon as you collect it and fill it up in that future level. So as long as you have it, you can fill it up in any level you choose. It doesn't necessarily have to be the one you collected it in. But just for the sake of the playthrough, I figured I would try and make it a challenge for myself to fill up every single X-Tank in the levels that I got them. So it's just worth mentioning, if you do get an X-Tank, don't worry, you don't have to fill it in the level you collect it. You can wait until a future level when there's going to be way more blood opportunities. And with this level, we do have more than one blood opportunity. We actually have 2 spots to suck blood from the mother here, Kaneo. So the first spot is right here on the back of her leg. Or foot, rather, her foot. It was very big from this angle. So you suck blood, and you need 2 containers worth from the foot. And after you've gotten 2 containers worth from the foot, if you try to suck again from the foot, you'll find that you won't get any extra blood from it, unless it's an extra tank. Extra tanks you can suck blood from as long as you want, right? But when it comes to regular blood, when it comes to the necessary blood you need in order to finish a level, that won't be possible anymore. So, I'm getting off just because it was getting orange and I didn't want to die. And I wanted to fill up that X-Tank, so... As always, doesn't matter if you're on her foot, doesn't matter if you're the elbow, the eye, whatever. They'll slap for you when you're sucking, and that'll be an instant kill. Just because I have 6 hearts now instead of 3, that will still obliterate Mr. Mosquito. This mission doesn't really have any interactable... Great word! This doesn't have any interactive elements like the radio and stuff. Like, all we really have to do is wait for the mother to go to the sink, and that's when she raises her foot, and that's when she's most vulnerable. But, right now I'm filling up an extra tank, and once I filled up the extra tank, there's nothing more I can get from this foot. But I'm not done yet. I still have to get more blood, and I have to get it from the front, from her other foot, from the pinky, from roast beef. No, wait, the middle one's roast beef. It's the piggy who cried all the way home. That's the bitch. I don't know why I said that. So, ow. Sometimes if the angle is wrong, you can bounce off him in the wrong way. So you gotta be careful of that as well. But, Now I have 2 more containers to get, and I can't get it from the first foot. I have to get it from the second spot. So now we're coming into multiple blood point kind of locations where you gotta get everything. You gotta get every piece of available skin that we can, I guess. And Mr. Mosquito is getting fat, fat, fat. Look at this fat bastard. But either way, we got it. We're done.
To all the housewives out there, don't try this at home.
Oh no!
金よ。
Oh, what a day, ladies and gentlemen, what a day. Stay tuned for more craziness in part 4.